Hey everyone, this is Ben with registerednurserun.com, and in this video I'm going to talk about occupational therapy assistant salaries. Now, occupational therapy assistants help patients develop, recover, and improve the skills that they need for daily living and working and so forth. These individuals usually work directly with the patient, and they will work under the direction of an occupational therapist. Now, a lot of people don't actually know what an occupational therapist or an occupational therapy assistant actually does. I saw a funny internet meme that had a person going like this, yes! And on the top it said, I told someone I was an occupational therapy assistant. Then on the bottom it's like, and they didn't give me a blank stare. Yeah! Because a lot of people really don't know what occupational therapists do. So here are some duties that an occupational therapist or a therapy assistant will do on a day-to-day basis. They will help patients do therapeutic activities like stretches and certain exercises to help them become more physically fit and healthy. They will lead children who have developmental disabilities in play activities that will help promote coordination and socialization. They also teach patients how to use special equipment. For example, let's say someone has Parkinson's disease. They may help them learn how to use a special device to help them eat their food because they will have tremors and so forth. And they'll also do a lot of administrative tasks like write up reports, record patients' progress, and then they usually report that to the occupational therapist that they are working under. Now, if you want to become an occupational therapy assistant, it generally takes about 2 years of schooling, and you will do that through a community college or technical program in most cases. And then once you complete the schooling in about 2 years, you usually do have to take a state licensing exam in most states. And once you pass that, you are ready to go. Now, let's talk about the salary information for an occupational therapy assistant. These figures that I'm about to tell you about are good as of 2014. They come from the Bureau of Labor Statistics, which is the government agency that records and analyzes jobs data, okay? So the average wage for occupational therapy assistant was $27.53 in the United States. The average salary was $57,260. And the good news is they actually projected a 43% growth rate between years 2012 and 2022 for this position. So it looks like there are going to be some jobs opening up out there, and the overall outlook looks great. Now, let's talk about some of the factors that can cause a variation in income, because a lot of people are always so surprised that different industries and different states can have such a variation in income. And of course, that comes from a lot of different factors. I'll just cover a few right here. One factor is the industry in which you work. So what are the industries with the highest employment for occupational therapy assistants? Number one was offices of other health practitioners at $59,000 was the average salary. Nursing care facilities came in at number two at $60,790. And then general and medical surgical hospitals came in at number three at $50,970 as the average salary. Now, what were the top paying industries for this position? Home health care services came in at number one at $67,180. Other ambulatory health care services came in at number two at $67,760. And nursing care facilities came in at number three at $60,790. Now, what were the top paying states for this occupation? Well, Nevada came in at number one at $100,260. Texas came in at number two at $70,610. And California number three at $66,580. What about the lowest paying states? Well, South Dakota came in at number one at $36,670. Arizona number two at $43,860. And then Michigan at number three was $43,790. Now, once I publish these videos, sometimes it takes me a day or two, but I usually publish an article on our website at registerednurserun.com. I should be putting a link in the description below the video sometime within the next day or two. And I usually have the data for all 50 states if you want to look and see what your state average is. And again, these numbers are only averages. You may start out making a little bit less than that, or if you've worked in the field for a long time, you may make more than that. It's just an average. So thank you so much for watching. I hope this video helps you if you're interested in this career.